Lower, lower, down. Bend your knees, lower your hips.
Swing your arms, swing your arms, swing your arms.
Shoulder width stands, ha? Kuha lang natin ang bola. Lagi tayong resist.
Ready tayo. Eyes on the ball.
Get! Nice one. Balik. Okay, good job. Good job.
Chase for your dreams, shoot for the stars, though hard it may seem, no matter how far. Find the power that's within.
Here in Best Center, we teach the fundamentals and the basics. Lahat ng mga players na yan, nagsimula sa basics. Wala namang pinanganak na magaling na mag-volleyball.
We can only be better if we are willing to learn. As an athlete, one of the most important qualities you need to have is being coachable. Listen to your coaches, listen to your teammates, and listen to the advice that people give you.
You will face a lot of challenges along the way. You will struggle and you will begin to doubt yourself. But don't give up, it's just a test. Continue to work hard every day and stay determined to overcome those challenges.
No one and nothing is stopping you from becoming the greatest athlete possible. Dream big. Sky is not the limit. You are responsible for your own growth. You are writing your own story, and make sure it's something you will be proud of. Someday you will reach your goals. Believe in that and work on that every day.
Good. Chin up. Chin up. Feet together. You should look in front.
Ready, aim your target. Go.
Bounce back. Right foot forward. Follow through, hey.
Step forward.
Ball below the knees. Back straight.
Back. Next the ball.
And right. Chest pass, ha? Short pass. Rather flip. Ready, people trip, people trip. You play as a team. This is a team effort.
O, kaya na natin? Okay, let's do it one more time. Go!
Pag wala kayong disiplina, hindi kayo huhusay saan ang ginagawa nyo.
Chase for your dreams, shoot for the stars, though hard it may seem, no matter how far. Find the power that's within, it's inside you, let it out till the end. From the start, trust yourself and just believe. Get up when you fall. Be better than the rest. Stand up and walk tall. Show them how to be the best. Be the best, 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 be the best.
Sa amin dito sa Best, ituturo lang namin sa inyo ano ang dapat yung gawin. Binibigyan namin kayo assignment para humusay kayo. Lahat na magagawa nyo. Kailangan lang practice. Disiplina.
Be the best that you can be. It's all about self-discipline. Be the best and you will see. The future is yours to win. Be the best that you can be. It's all about self-discipline. Be the best and you will see. The future is yours to win. Get up when you fall. Be better than the rest. Stand up, and walk tall. Show them how to be the best. 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 Be the best.
All right, here we go. It's another Saturday night. And that means it's another night of Be the Best Live. So it's our 11th episode and the last for 2020. So that makes our episode tonight extra special. Diba, co-host Coach Julie? Extra special, diba? Episode natin tonight.
Hi, Popo. Yes, and good evening to all our viewers. Yes, it's extra special. Alam mo na kung bakit? Surprise pa rin ba? Siyempre, marami tayong mga pag-uusapan from their past experiences and definitely yung kanilang latest achievement, which is the GdL.
Medyo extra special yung guest natin tonight. And I think our viewers tonight know that. So, shoutout natin yung first viewer natin, si Leslie Maria Mapote. Inabangan ko, Julie, tingnan ko, nung nag-live tayo, immediately, nag-comment na siya agad. First viewer daw siya. So, yes,
no?
touchdown.
Yeah.
You are our first viewer, Leslie Maria Mapote. Congratulations. But before we start and introduce our guests, we'd like to, Coach Julie, congratulate natin, actually. May, yung Best Center Sports sent a team to the United Nations of Basketball World Skills Challenge. Both two teams, men's and women's. Can you tell us more about that, Coach Julie?
Well, it's under 17 boys and under 17 girls. So, we have this two divisions and ang mga players natin dyan came from all over the country. Merong Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. And most of them, or all of them, are graduates of Best Center. And sila yung mga nag-compete or merong mga skills challenge na ginawa. And siguro maganda ipakilala natin yung mga pangalan and faces ng ating mga
pakilala natin.
participants. Yeah.
First up natin, sino bang papakita ni Direk? Hey, congratulations to the Philippine U17 boys team. So they ranked number 1 in the elimination round. So they're now in the top 4. And ito, all over the Philippines to. So congratulations, Adrian Malapo, Harvey Guevara, Asher Vidal, Zach Gumaya, Paul Barcelona, Emon Ferrer, Panky Capistrano, LJ Deliosa, Lebron Lim, Lance Ronquillo, and Pico Napeñas. Congratulations, you guys, for making it to the top 4. Coach Julie, alam mo ba, yung iba dito, nag-top 10 pa globally sa isang skill, sa shooting drill ato or sa dribbling drill. May tatlo sila dito na nag-top 10 globally. So competing against teams from around the world. And we also have our women's team naman, Coach Julie. We can introduce them. Si Julian Galgana, Aisha Solis, Karel Shapok, Shine Solis, Isa Martires, Bonnie Solis, Marga Villanueva, Isabella Gonzalez, Princess Villarin, Shana Nugid, Inya Abela, Kyla Mataga, and Ava Fajardo. So that's the Philippine U17 girls team. At Coach Julie, baka tinatanong ng mga tao tonight, ano bang ginagawa nila sa United Nations of Basketball World Team Skills Championship? At pakita namin a quick snippet of what they were actually doing. Actually, Coach Julie, nung nakita ko, pati ako nahirapan panoorin. Ibang level yung ginawa nila. Nakakapagod. Ibang level. So Direk, kindly show a quick clip of what they've been doing the past 3 days. 3 days, Coach Julie, 4 days?
Well, for days, yes. Yeah, no.
4 days.
After
Oh,
a very competitive opening round, they've been doing agility, ball handling. Yan yung mga ball handling na merong need to tap. Yeah, pabilisan yan. Ang kalaban nila dito ay from other countries like Spain, Hawaii. Ayan yung nakakapagod, Coach.
oh, Julie.
Ano naman yan, no?
Sobrang hirap. Sobrang hirap pero parang
Another example of
nagawa
the
nila.
agility drill. Yeah. And hindi
At
lang basta nila nagawa. They made it to the top. So, let's
yeah, yeah. So starting tomorrow, actually started na. The final round started and it ends tomorrow at
Yeah.
7 a.m. Philippine time. So good luck to their contestants. And again, congratulations to the making it to the top 4. And hopefully, ko Julie,
Hopefully, yeah.
makamit
Top
natin
2.
yung corona. Top 2
Hopefully,
yan.
they'll
May mananalo tayo
and
yan.
then,
Tiwala ko.
yes, and then play for the finals.
Ika nga ni Ain Magalang, pakita ngayon, the future is bright for these kids. Sobrang sipag nga nila. Tama naman. Anyways, for tonight's episode, guys, we'd like to introduce, kilala na to. Ito, napakasikat na sikat. Pwede pang maging, kasing sikat na siguro ng mga artista sa Pilipinas, itong dalawang magkapatid.
Yeah.
So, Julie, nakasama natin tonight. These are one of the, kumbaga, I'd like to call them one of the they'll be playing a big part of the future of Philippine basketball. So let's get straight to it. Let's start. I'll introduce, I think, the first brother. So he's the older brother, and he currently played in the last window. I think November window of the Gilas Pilipinas. That's his latest. And he also played for the UP Fighting Maroons ng college and the UPIS UAAP Juniors team. And sobrang Ko Julie, ang ganda ng kwento niya. Nung binabasa ko yung kwento niya, napakaganda yung pagsipag, yung hard work, and what he started to and what he is now, it's way different. And that's all because of his hard work. So let's first introduce the older GdL brother. Let's introduce Javi Gomez Ayanio. Javi, good evening, Javi. Welcome to the show.
Good evening, Coach Popoy and Coach Julie. And I just want to say congrats to all the boys and girls who won on the World Skills Challenge. And also I want to say hi to my professor, si Sir Barber.
Yes. Oh, Sir Barber. May pa-shout na si Sir Barber.
Parang plus 10 points agad yun, Javi. Good job,
Sure ball na yan. Hey, Coach Julie, what do you want to introduce?
Okay, so I'll be introducing, syempre, ito parang magkadikit na bitukan itong mga to kasi from high school, from grade school, Ateneo teammates, high school, UPIS teammates, college, UP teammates, and even dito sa latest sila na Gilas teammates pa rin sila. But aside with that, this guy over here played under 16, Siaba, and part of the Batang Gilas. The younger GdL, let's welcome Juan Gomez de Leaño.
Hello, Juan. Welcome to the show tonight.
Yeah.
Hello, coaches. Yo, to all the viewers. Good evening, po. Good evening to all. And yeah, I just want to congratulate all the kids who made it to the top 4. Keep up the great work. And, wish you guys all the best.
Thank you, Juan, for that. Actually, Coach Julie, gusto kong pansinin. Yung si Kuya ka right-handed, si Javi left-handed.
Left-handed.
Nasa right hand ng screen ko si Javi, tapos si Juan sa left hand. So lang, quick. Just a funny side note lang. Anyways, so let's go straight to the point. For the first question, I think I want to ask them, Juan and Javi, how did you guys get into basketball? Ano yung sinimulan nyo sa basketball? And siguro we can start with Javi for that question. How did you get into basketball, Javi? Tell us more about that, how you started.
Yeah, how we started, because it was all in the environment. We used to live right in front of our village court. So, most of the time in our childhood, we'll always play there, me and my siblings, and also with my neighbors. So that was our favorite pastime, hobby. And then back then, there weren't much video games. So, yun na yung parang favorite namin gawin growing up. And yeah, we always had fun playing together.
So, Javi, tama ba yung sinabi ni Juan? Ay, ni Javi Juan. Tama ba yung sinabi na court
Yeah,
yun?
everything he said. Tama yan, tama yan.
Tama na yan. So you both started, so I think I can go to Juan. You both started playing competitive basketball sa SBP agad, sa Ateneo, tama ba?
Yes.
Can you tell us more about that? How you started there?
So Javi was in a fifth grade, and then ako grade 4 ako nun eh. So we just basically just tried out, and luckily, we got in. And ever since then, I'd say tuloy-tuloy na yun. It's from let's say ako grade 3 actually. So I've been a consistent student athlete until college. So it started from there. And kami ni Javi sa career namin, we were always teammates eh. Like we grew up really playing with each other. So started from there.
So ilang years na in total kayo magsama?
Magbilang pa tayo, ha?
Bilang ba tayo?
Years, siguro 2 years sa grade school, we were teammates. And then sa high school, how many years did we play together, Javi? I think that was like 2 years as well.
2 years.
2 years.
Yeah.
And then college, 3 years. So that's like 7 years.
Seven.
We played in the same team together.
7 years. Siguro, tas may extra years pa yan ko Julie sa bahay, sa court nila. So sigurado alam na nila yung ginagawa ng isa't isa. Ayun. So actually, Coach Julie, we'll be flashing some pictures now yun ng SBP days nyo. We'd like to tell you more about these pictures. I think the picture here that's Juan.
It's Juan.
Sa number
Second,
15.
right?
15.
Can you tell us more about what you remember about this picture?
Oh, this was when we were in Baguio for the NCR tournament. I was in grade 4. I was probably the youngest in the team. And then back then, kasi, all I remember was we were winning games. We had a winning culture. So it was instilled with us. And then, yeah, that was in Baguio. That was we won that tournament as well.
So this was in the best center is national finals in Baguio. Coach Julie, ano ba tong national finals na to?
I think that was 2009.
2009.
Way back.
Coach Julie, ano ba tong national finals na to? Na binabanggit mo?
Bago ka makakapunta dyan, kailangan nag-champion ka muna sa field mo, so sa NCR. So sila yung nanalo sa NCR department and our division, and then sila yung magre-represent. Pagdating dyan, ang kalaban nila ay really different regions. Pero same age bracket, pero mga kalaban from Luzon, from Visayas, Mindanao, at talagang hindi pa nila nakakalaban ever since. So parang best of the best of their group or age bracket. And sabi nga ni Juan, tama, winning culture. Kaya pagdating dyan, dinala pa rin nila. Sila pa rin ata ang nag-champion dyan.
Yes.
Yeah. So I think the next picture, Derek, please show the next picture, shows your line. Napakalakas naman ng team na to, Coach Julie. Di pa naman magcha-champion. I think that's the Nieto twins in the back. And that's Edzo Hoson. Rafa Resela, anak ni Coach Olsen. Naku, lakas naman ng team na to, ha, Juan?
Super.
Anyway, so you guys also won a national championship together. Sorry.
Yeah.
So what do you remember about Baguio? Do you remember who you guys played? Do you remember naalala niyo ba yung sayaw niyo na ginawa niyo nung fellowship night, Juan?
Well, siguro back
grade 4, grade 4 pa lang yan.
Yung SBP tournament kasi, it's like the UAP of grade school. So the competition level is very high for our age bracket. And then, yun naman.
So yun. I think in the next year, Coach Julie, so this is 2009, they won the national championship for SBP. The next year, in 2010, magkasama na sila sa team. So si Javi nasa team na. Javi, can you tell us more about this story? Magkasama na kayo, naging champions na kayo. Ano yung naalala mo kwento ng SBP mo?
This is the first time naging teammates kami ni Juan because nung grade 4 and grade 5 ako, nasa team B lang ako. I got cut in team A. So when I was grade 6, they ranked me up to team A. So, that was really motivating for me And yeah, gratefully, nag-forfeit rin kami dyan sa NCR, once holding the title. That was 2010 against Xavier. Sila Tyler Teo, Kyle Ong.
Wow.
Yeah. Nag-forfeit kami sa NCR. Then, yung nationals namin was in Cebu.
Sa Cebu. Oh, sa Cebu. Anong
Okay po
pakiramdam
ako.
yung
Cebu.
andun ako national finals na yun, pero sa pasarel na ako noon. Nanalo naman kami noon sa, I think for Cebu, we won the national championship. But you have more pictures from there, from the national championship. And you show, uy, napaka, anong naalala niyo sa Cebu playing against, I think you guys played against Davao in the championship game? If I'm not
Davao.
mistaken, Davao ating kasama niyo noon eh. Anong pakiramdam niya na first time yung maging teammates, forfeit agad NCR champion, tas naglaro kayo agad ng national championship ng SBP, which at the time was one of the biggest leagues for grade school. So how did that guys make you feel na parang from then on naglalaro na kayo sa mga championship, sa mga Final Fours, etc.
Yeah, I'll start first. So that was the first time ever na I've learned the word pressure in basketball because a lot are in stake for us because we're the three-peat champion, no, and so yung mindset namin is defend the crown, and yeah, everyone had high expectations for us because we swept the NCR division as undefeated, and then going to the nationals, we really trained harder and we scouted. That's also first time na I've learned what scouting means, scouting your opponents, and yun lang. Basically, that's it.
Si Wani, would you like to share more about the Cebu trip niyo? Anong naalala mo sa playing in that national finals?
Oh yeah, but basically Javi said it all. Pero I think one thing that was really nice was yung support ng, let's say, yung families namin and our parents. Let's say some of our teammates' parents, they even flew over to Cebu, to watch all the games, and that was really parang sarap ng feeling just to have your parents watching the games, just there to support you. So
So you mentioned kanina na Coach Julie, wait, before I go, Coach Julie, I think I want to touch on Javi's point muna. First time nang makaramdam ng pressure kasi defending champion. Ikaw, Coach Julie, you've been a coach for how many years na? How important is that at a young age na maramdaman ng bata na makaramdam ng pressure na yun, ng championship pressure, Coach Julie? How important is that to a kid growing up?
Well, it's a competition. So, kailangan talaga meron kang step-up challenge. And playing against NCR, familiar ka na dun sa mga kalaban mo eh. Dito, it's something different because you haven't seen them play. Kaya yung sinabi niya na you have to scout, I guess, ang scouting na lang nila is dyan na lang mismo sa tournament because they haven't seen them play. Hindi naman sila nagkakaroon ng battle in dyan sa NCR. So, yan yung mga time na i-gauge ka ng sarili mo, kaya ko ba to? Kasing level ko na ba yung mga kasing age ko o mahina pa ako? So this is a reality na playing for the nationals, it's like playing for Gilas. Alam mo yung ganung pakiramdam? Something new environment, something new. Ang venue, iba yung crowd, hindi namin home crowd. Pero it's nice to know na yung parents nila supporting them and flew all the way to Cebu. Kaya parang meron na rin sila mga cheerers right away. And that's one thing that's very important sa development ng bata as well.
Ayun. So I'd like to touch on that din, supportive parents. I think Juan and Javi, I think everybody watching knows now na super, super supportive ng parents yung dalawa. As in, kada game, your mom always gets flashed on screen, screaming, your dad's always there at every game. How did that make you feel na growing up, nakita niyo na super supported kayo ng parents niyo na in the sport that you were playing at the time?
Yeah, it feels great because knowing that they're always by your side and no matter what decisions you make in life, they'll always be there to support you. And I mean, when I grow up one day, I would also want to watch over my kids because I think that's really blessed, really blessed because you know um well, I mean they have time to watch us and support us all the way.
I think Juan, would you like to add to that?
Oh yeah, just really feel blessed. You know, not everyone has that kind of support, especially when you're a kid, you're growing up. So just really thankful for the both of them.
Yeah.
Actually tonight, we wanted to touch on that. May surprise guest kami sa inyo na di namin sinabi sa inyo. Pero magkasama kayo sa bahay, yung dad nyo is actually going to be part of our show. Hello, Tito Bert, Daddy Bert. Good
So,
evening.
good evening. Javian Juan doesn't know that I all of a sudden I'll just pop out. No, but guys, bear with me.
See, up to here, the support is there, up to here.
So yeah, I
Yeah.
think to Daddy Bert, ano naman pakiramdam mo as a parent growing up na you see your kids having the opportunity to travel to other places to play basketball and really play the best of the best in the country at the time. As a parent, how does that make you feel?
I'm sure I can also speak on behalf of my wife. No, both of us we're very proud. No, no matter how they come to be, what they've accomplished. But I think there's one thing that I think it's timely that I can share with everyone because while growing up, one thing that was you could say inculcated with having one and the rest of our kids, or my kids, would be every time we enter the washroom, there's like a small note there just to remind you every day. In that small note, every day, every time you go to the washroom, every time you brush your teeth or wash your face, it's something in Spanish, but I'll translate it in English. It says, "I'm becoming better and better in any way every day." That's the family motto, and I'm sure what they've accomplished will be not enough. It will be they'll. I'm confident they'll even be better and in their craft and just keep on applying this motto, and of course always ask also for divine guidance. I think those are the key factors here.
Okay. Wow. Pati sa bahay pa lang, Coach Julie, may ano na sila, may
May
message
guide,
na.
ano?
Guide
Yeah,
na.
yung message, yes.
I like to ask also, Bert, yung experience mo naman growing with the parents. Kumbaga, we know we traveled to Baguio, you traveled with the parents to Cebu. Kamusta naman yun? For sure, may mga, kumbaga, like the kids, it's their first time going to play outside the Manila, traveling together with the team. I assume it was your first time traveling with fellow parents outside to support your kids. Tama ba?
I think they would have other tournaments outside Metro Manila, if I'm not mistaken. But something as important, let's say, as a national championship, and I think that would be considered safe, no? When we went to Cebu, Baguio, and the thing is, the whole family enjoys it. We love road games. We love having a different, a new set of, you could say, a new playing environment, meeting new people, um, how's the life in the provinces, all of those bring, you could say, those details, those fine details in life bring, you could say, better spice, no, to their craft, which is in this kind of the discipline that they have, which is basketball.
Yun. Okay, ganda yun, Coach Julie, ha. Going to national finals, hindi lang mga bata magsasama, yung parents din nila
Yes,
sumasama
yes.
sa national finals. Kaya napakagandang experience, I think, Coach Julie, no?
Well, alam mo, yung mga ganyan, yan yung mga, kalam kasi pupunta ka lang doon, road trip lang, pero ang ang mga players or ang mga anak nila, syempre, ang gusto nila maglaro, pero I bet ang parents ang mas kinakabahan eh. Feeling ko eh. Mas pressure yung mga yan eh. definitely mas marami silang mga kwento outside the basketball court. Kaya naman it became like a bonding. And just for the record, Coach Popoy, no? Ang pagpunta ng mga national finals ng mga players na yan, it's all for free. Alam mo yan? If you became a champion in NCR or Mindanao, and then ang venue is Visayas like Cebu, yan, ano yan? All expense paid yan ng Best Center with sponsorship of Milo. And ang main idea dyan is, syempre, you get to experience or allow the kids to experience how to play outside their comfort zone. So, diyan ka gumagaling. Pag nakakita ka ng mga mas matatanda sa'yo, mas mabibilis sa'yo, and definitely iba ang laro sa probinsya. Ako naniniwala ako doon. Maraming hidden talents pagdating sa probinsya.
Yes.
Yes.
Anyways, before we end the segment on SPP, we'd like to ask you if you have a message for the mga fellow parents mo na who have kids going up playing in the grassroots sports programs, whether it be basketballs, football, swimming, volleyball, whatever sport. Can you share your message of advice and tips for them?
Yeah, thank you very much. No, to all the parents there who will be guiding their children through whatever sport, no, whatever discipline they would like to support their kids. Um, just be there. Just be there through thick and thin. It's not, life is, especially uh, in this sport with my two kids chose basketball. It's it's not you could say like a bed of roses. It's life, it's not easy. Meaning to say there'll be obstacles, there'll be hurdles that they will have to go through, but it's all part of character formation. It's part of character formation, and it will make them even stronger. These difficulties in life. So parents don't ever discourage your kids. Not for anything. You even support, but be sincere. If there are you could say points of improvement, points of where they can improve, you have to say it also, but not in a very what do you call this? But in an encouraging way. No, it's constructive criticism, as they would say. No, and always be there for whatever reason, through thick and thin. No, and I'm sure you will also have the same path, just like what my other two kids are having right now, and will soon have more to come. Thank you.
Yes, mukhang more to come pa na
More to
GdL
come,
connection.
yeah. More to
I think
come.
may dalawa, tatlo pang coming. Tama ba? Susunod sa Sepsio. Anyways, thank you so much, Daddy Bird, for coming with us. For
Thank you.
jesting on this show for
Thank you very
quite
much.
short time. Thank you very much. And so we move on to our next segment. Javi and Juan, question lang. No, after hearing your dad speak like that, na-realize niyo ba na ganun din iniisip niya nung time na yun, na grade school kayo? Ano bang, how
Yeah,
did
of
he feel
course.
hearing that now?
Yeah, he mentioned like there will be some obstacles that that we as kids that will go through. Like in my case, nung grade 6 ako, I wasn't being used naman eh, bangko naman ako. So as parents, even though your kid plays 2 minutes, 1 minute, alam mo yun, support pa rin. I think after every game, try to cheer them up because obviously no one likes playing 1 minute to 2 minutes, but you have to move on and keep working, keep improving.
Ikaw naman, Juan, may dadagdag ka pa ba doon?
Well, yeah, I mean, for me, siguro at the end of the day, you just have to just keep going, no matter what challenges or obstacles, that's thrown at you. At the end of the day, you have to fight through it and just learn from it, and it'll eventually make you a better, not just a better basketball player, but a better person as well. So
So, yun. Ganda ko, Julie. But, I mean,
Yeah.
imagine, bata pa lang, nas ganun yung experience mo, ganun yung training, kahit nananalo ka pa, kumbaga, ganun yung,
Keep
ang ganda,
going.
grassroots. Growing up, you get that kind of experience. I honestly wish I had that experience growing up. So, yun. Anyways, right now, as per usual, we're going to have our prizes, Coach Julie. Baka mapakita mo natin sa guests natin, sa guests pati sa viewers natin tayo, ang first prize natin. So we'll be giving away 1 kilogram of Milo. So thank you to our friends at Milo. 1 kilogram of Milo. In addition to that, we'll be
best.
giving out a free
Yeah.
we'll be also giving out a free Slam Magazine edition. So mukhang yung Heatwave edition ibibigay natin this year. Slam Philippines. So thank you to our friend, to our sponsor Milo, and thank you to our friends over at Slam PH for sending over an additional magazine that we can give out to our winners tonight. So easy lang. So quick, same mechanics as usual. We'll be asking a question about our guests that we already talked about at the show. And the first one to place the right answer in the comment section wins. And we only have one rule. You only have to have a Philippine address. Kasi medyo matagal-tagal pa kung ipapadala namin sa Antarctica or Africa or whatever. But yun nga yung isang rule natin, aside from not, bawal po mga pinsan ko at pinsan namin ni Coach Julie. Sorry po. You can't win the show. You can't win the prizes. Anyway, so the first question, which we talked about earlier, so what team did Javi and Juan play for in grade school and won a national championship for? So again, the question is, what team did Juan and Javi play for and won a national championship with? So the first person to place the right answer in the comment section wins. So while waiting for the right answer, we'll be showing some we'll be flashing some shout outs. So first one, both of you. I know, not this. Sorry. Question nila to. Question, Kuya Juan and Kuya Javi, ano yung bangku story niyo to star player? Baka you can share a bit more about this as Javi touched on in grade school.
Hindi naman nata kami star players.
Yeah.
I think, we're just role players willing to fit in the system and
Team players.
just, yeah. So, hindi naman nata sure kami star player to answer that.
And then there's another shout out request from Leslie. Ito na first viewer natin to, so I really have to share this. But she was our first viewer, so it's for both of you.
Hello, Leslie. Ingat kayo dyan.
Hi,
I hope
Leslie.
everyone's doing well with you guys.
So thank you, Leslie. From the start hanggang sa dulo, Leslie, wag kang aalis kasi marami pang magandang kwentong madulot natin sa show na to. Anyways, I think we have the right answer.
Guys.
I think congratulations to... Tama ba, Juan and Javi, na Ateneo ba kayo nanalo ng national championship?
Yes.
So congratulations.
Congrats, Angelica. Nakikinig siya.
Kikinig talaga. Congratulations, Angelica Villuan. So it's easy to claim your prize. Just please PM the page, the Best Center Sports page, right after the show. Or even now, PM mo na para maklaim, maayos na natin yung delivery ng prizes mo. Para di ka namin makakalimutan. Pero syempre, for sure, di ka talaga namin kakalimutan. Anyways, moving on to our next part of the segment, we'll talk about your high school career naman. So both of you played for UPIS, tama ba, sa UAAP? UPIS. And how was that? What was that like?
Yep.
Coming into UPIS, playing first year, in your rookie year, playing the UAAP for the first time. Can you tell us more about that? Can you share us stories about it?
So it's one.
Yeah, for me, siguro, I played in the high school division of UAP when I was 13 years old. So I was already competing against grown men, guys who are 17, 16, 18 years old. And, it was a very good experience for me. It definitely helped me in the long run, just being able to compete at high level.
Using 13. Ikaw naman, Javi, kailan ka pumasok sa UAP na UP team? UPIS pala.
I entered second year high school in UPIS, but I played my first playing year when I was in third year high school.
So magkaibigan tuloy. Magkasama na team nun. Tama ba?
Yeah. Third year ako.
So how was that? Coming from, yun nga, you first year na sa UPIS, it's the first time you play in the UAP. Yun nga, kay Juan, it's playing against grown men. Ikaw naman, Javi, ano naalala mo, what can you tell us about your high school career sa UPIS?
Honestly, I had no idea what UAP was going to be like because before going to UPIS, I transferred to Paref Northfield. It was a really small school, not known for basketball. it's just really a good academic program. So I was really focused on my studies then. So I wouldn't know na if I would still continue basketball, but I just wanna give thanks to my neighbor King and Coach Dong Berhered, late Coach Dong, and also Coach Allen for giving us this, me and my brothers, the opportunity to play for EPIS.
So you're saying yun nga, you didn't know what to, how did you didn't know what UAP was like. Ganun ba yun, Coach Julie, talaga? Na coming into UAP Juniors, talagang, how did you prepare, Javi? How did you prepare for that? Na parang, um, na hindi mo alam anong mangyayari, hindi mo alam anong face mo. Paano ka naman nag-adjust, nag-adapt nun?
Well, and actually, I saw how it looked like because sitting down my, so I transferred second year, diba? So I was team B then. So I would watch one play. Like kami ng kuya ko, we would watch one play already sa UAP Juniors. And then, yeah, we just observed the game. And then we talked to each other and realized na, oh, it's really hard. Everyone here is bigger than us and more skilled. So, we have to, like now pa lang, we have to work on a lot of things in our game. So, yeah, so during that year, I think we worked hard together, and um coming into my first playing year, third year, well, we didn't do well as team, but I ended up top 7 in the MVP race, so I guess that's something to be happy about.
Top 7 lang naman, Coach Julie. Top 7 lang.
Oo, di ba? Parang sabi pa nga niya, parang hindi pa niya alam kung ano, what it's like to play in the UAAP. Kasi nga naman, galing siya doon sa small school na sinasabi niya, siguro wala pang basketball program, and then eto, pagpasok niya, UAAP, it's really limelight. Ang daming nanonood, maingay. At yung kalaban nila, sabi mo nga, ay 18 years old. Malayo gap na yung age difference, that's too high. The maturity level, ibang-iba. So it's nice na sinabi niya na sa top 7 partida pa yon.
Yeah.
He's not aware, hindi siya aware of that. So it really means na may potential.
Sabi
Diba?
ni
May
Javi,
potential.
Coach Julie, kung alam niya lang top 7 lang pala siya, sana niya, sana, binigay na lang daw yung top 6 sa iba. Kayo muna. Ako naman sa next year. Kasi the next year, I think, after you got top 7 Mythical, both of you shared the Mythical 5. You guys were both part of the Mythical 5 team. Tama ba?
Yeah.
Yes.
That was your
Yeah,
senior
I was
year?
ranked 4.
Wow.
Yeah, that's my senior year. I was ranked 4, one was ranked 5.
So,
yeah.
what was that like? First, I mean, you guys were both sharing the Mythical 5 award na rank 4, rank 5, tapos you played for UPIs together. Kumusta naman yung pakiramdam niyo at the time when you shared that award?
Siguro during that time, it was just a bonus for us kasi, we weren't able to get the job done. Our goal really was to sort of, try to reach the Final Four at least. And so it was a great accomplishment as well. Pero yun nga lang, it wasn't our main goal.
Mm-hmm.
So
you mentioned nga, hindi kayo nag-Final Four at the time. And then,
Yeah.
but how did you guys take that? Na moving on to your next years, how did you guys like rally your troops? Did you guys work extra hard, went Mamba mentality, hid in a cave or somewhere? How did you guys try to improve year on year in high school at the time?
Yeah,
That time kasi we only had 3 wins. So, just having the right mindset, it all starts in practice. Having the right mindset approach coming to practice, knowing that, you just want to get better every day. And that's just all about it, just having, the right mindset and mentality.
Ikaw, Javi, you were gonna say something? Sorry.
Oh no, after that year, I went to college already. I don't have years anymore in high school.
So how did that affect your preparation for college? How did that help you prepare? How did that help your mindset going to a bigger stage? Nakatulong ba na yun nga yung pinagalingan mo, di niyo nakamit yung goal nyo?
Well, obviously, coaches like players coming from a winning school in high school. So in that part, I think I failed on that. But on a personal note, I think the Mythical Five helped me get some. Well, I didn't really get much offers, but I mean, I was able to play my first year in UP.
Yeah. And you guys both played for the Slam Rising Stars. Magkasama na ba kayo sa team na yun, yung Slam Rising Stars?
Yeah.
Yes, that was his senior year in high school. So third year on. We were in the same team though. We were actually different. Magkalaban kami nun.
Different teams. Mm.
Nag-match up ba kayo sa game na yun? Nagbantayan ba kayo or anything?
I think like there were like some possessions na match up kami. There were a couple
Siguro
of
sabi na
photos.
ko, Julie, dati nasa court lang sa bahay nagkakalaban, ngayon nasa sa Slam Rising Stars sila nagkalaban. Anyways, Coach Julie, I want to ask you, kasi coming from a coach's perspective naman, na yun nga, you didn't get the job. Job was not achieved. Hindi mo nagawa yun. If you had a player na ganun yung mindset, they just wanted to practice hard, they just wanted to instill the right mindset with them and their teammates, anong pakiramdam mo naman as a coach na growing up? Why is that important for the young kids right now to have that mindset?
Well, I always say, isa lang ang magcha-champion. And hindi porket hindi ka nag-champion, hindi ka mag-i-improve. That's a different setup. So it starts within you na kailangan you have to continue improving by just moving on. Hindi pwede na pag natalo ka, you will just skip, tatabi ka na lang. No, find ways para paano ka gagaling so that yung the next game ninyo, makakatulong ka na o makaka-contribute ka na. And isang importante siguro dito is yung just don't stop working on your dreams. Alam mo, minsan sa isang team, pag ikaw ay hindi, meron kang teammates na kulang, syempre, this is a team sport. Kahit ikaw marunong ka, magaling ka, kailangan mo yung mga teammates mo along the way. So you have to improve as one. And kung halimbawa yung mga teammates mo are lacking experience, ikaw dapat ang magpo-push to lead them the proper way. And diyan ka gagaling. Kaya yung ibang mga team na kulang sa lineup, wala masyadong materyales, doon nagkakaroon ng mga marurunong o gumagaling individually because he's been doing a lot of things na nagiging utility guy. Parang ikaw i-inbound, ikaw shoot, ikaw na lahat. Parang one, do it all. Parang ganun nangyayari, do it all. But again, bottom line here, it's a team effort. So kailangan lahat kayo nag-i-improve para umabot kayo dun sa winning streak na sinasabi. Yeah.
So yun, tama naman yan. And I think after that, I think we asked this with all our guests actually. You guys both tried out din sa RP Youth High School, Batang Gilas Tips, tama ba?
Yep.
Yes.
Pero Javi, can you tell us, I think you shared it before in past interviews with previous. Can you tell us about yung RP Youth experiences mo ng high school? Parang how you're saying that in your Gilas interviews, you're always one of the last, the 13th man, the 14th man that couldn't make the team. How did that inspire you? Did it challenge you? How did that make you feel nung high school ka?
Well, to be honest, so that was after my fourth year Mythical 5 year. So I was coming off confident, trying out for the under 17 and 18. So for Siaba and FIBA Asia. So I think I did well in the trainings, but eventually I didn't make the team. So for a bit, I kind of felt not naman bitter, pero felt upset with myself. I felt I should have been there. I'm a lot better than the players there. But later on, I told myself I need to change my mindset. I shouldn't be thinking that way. I should be thinking that, okay, try again next year, work harder, come back stronger. So, yeah, and so in the next tournament, I got cut again. So I just told myself, then keep working again, try better next year. So ganun lang. Whenever I get cut, I don't I don't see it negatively. I always think the bright side. I always look at things positively because I think there's no time being sad. Once you get caught in the team, you shouldn't stop making excuses.
Yeah, yeah.
Go back to work and you know work on your game.
Let's see. Ganda, Coach Julie. Ako na, sana all. Coach Julie, sana all. Ikaw naman, Juan. You played in the U16 FIBA Asia and si Yaba. Team?
Yes.
Tama ba? And I think we have a picture, Direk. Can you show the picture of that team? Tada. Cue lang yung picture. Kumusta naman yung experience mo doon, Juan? Playing for the national team at a young age.
Yeah,
U16 ka pala. Siguro ka.
it's a great experience kasi that was the first time, I had the chance to finally represent, my country, our country. And, that time we fell short. It's, I think, quarterfinals. But then before that game against Korea, we were able to beat China, the top number
Yeah.
one team in Asia at the time.
Wow.
You know,
Actually, ko Julie, gusto ko i-point out sa team na to, yung presence ng best center, napaka lalim actually. Nandito sa team, I see SJ Belanghel. He used to play for Lasal, US Lasal Bacolod, SBP coach. Kasi din si Dave Ildefonso. And you have GN Mamuyak, who was also a national champion din sa SBP for Lords. I think, Juan, hindi ko nagkakamali, kayo nagkalaban sa Manila, SBP finals nun, nila Gian?
yeah. Kami nila Gian,
You're there.
versus LSM. Talo kami nun eh. We were going for 5-peat then eh. For the NCR title, we were going for 5-peat. We fell short, pero there were a lot of, let's say that time we were only 13 players eh, diba, sa SVP. Paswell rules 5-5-5.
5-5-5, yes.
So a quarter, we were only three players na lang sa isang quarter, so I feel like they took advantage of that. Pero I think we only lost by like, let's say 5 points or 7 points in the finals, and nobody expected us to be there. And that was it.
Great experience. Ko Julie, 5-5-5, nagka-5-5-5 di ba tayo sa best center? Tas ano yung implications para sa nanonood natin who don't know that? Ano yung implications pag kulang yung team mo at di mo mabuo yung 5 per quarter?
Well, maraming advantage and disadvantages. Una-una, advantage is 5 kayo, you have your own 8 minutes to play. So, you have to love your teammates. Pag nagka-injury yan, hindi mo na siya maipapalit sa iba. At lalong-lalo na, pag umabsent siya, di siya naka-attend, so it simply means na kulang kayo sa isang quarter. There might be mismatches like 5 versus 3. Malamang yun yung kinukwento ni Juan kanina, they took advantage of the mismatch kasi 5 against 3. So, nakakapagod yun. Hindi mo alam kung sino babantayan mo kasi palaging maaaring double team ang gagawin kay Juan doon. I'm just imagining it na hawak niya yung bola, 2 ka agad ang magtatrap. Paglipat ng bola, 2 ulit ang magtatrap. So, it's really hard. Pero, minsan, may mga advantages din eh. Pag mas maluwang yung court, mas marami kang room to move. 8 lang kayo sa loob, kunyari, mas malaki yung space mo to run through. But again, kailangan mahaba yung PC mo, mahaba yung endurance mo para to be able to sustain 8 minutes. Kita mo, yun ang mga kagandahan sa 5-5-5 eh. Kasi, darating ang parent mo doon, sigurado maglalaro ang anak ko. May quarter siya. Diba? Sigurado yan, hindi yung mag-iisip siya, ipapasok kaya siya ni coach, baka hindi, baka bench warmer na naman. Ito hindi. Talagang pinaghahandaan.
Equal chances lahat.
Yes, pinaghahandaan ng parents, lahat. Ayan na, quarter na ng anak ko. Naku, attentive na yung mga yan.
I'm sure your dad was probably shouting at the time na 5-5-5. Kasi magkasama kayo sa team eh. Anyway, moving back to the 5-5-5 Coach Julie, aside from yun nga, makapanood yung parents, siguradong makalaro yung anak, how did that, I think I throw it back to you guys, growing up in SBP, knowing na kahit ikaw yung youngest sa team, insured ka na maglaro. How did that factor into your preparation? Did that factor into your mindset coming into the game? In your practices, kumusta yun? Kasi parang if you think of basketball, usually isang tao lang kumbaga prepare ng isang team eh. Pero ito 5-5-5. Buong 15 kailangan
Yeah.
marunong maglaro, magpasa at in the system. What was that experience like for you guys?
So you're just making the most out of the playing time you get kasi back then I was the youngest, diba? So I only had 8 minutes to, perform as much and just being able to understand your role. Kasi pag fourth quarter na, they only choose the best players. So, we didn't expect to play the fourth quarter kasi, they only put in the veterans kung sino mas magaling, mas experience. So, just making the most out of the time given, the opportunity given to you.
Heavy naman, anong naalala mo sa yung 5-5-5 na yun at the time?
Yeah, grateful ako sa 5-5-5 na yun kasi kung di 5-5-5 yun, feel ko hindi ako makagamit ng higit 5 minutes. Pero that 5-5-5 taught me to make the most out of the 8 minutes given to you because that's already a assurance. So every game I try to keep improving my game within that 8 minutes. Like let's say, I remember my debut, I scored 2 points, and then the next game, I scored 4 points. So little by little, I learned how to maximize the time given to me, and with that, I was rewarded with some games. Coach placed me in some fourth quarter games, and playing in the fourth quarter is already a privilege because usually mga best 5 lang ng team gets to play there. So yeah, I find the 5-5-5 really a good approach to grade school basketball.
Ang question ko, magkasama ba kayo sa quarter na yun? Or hindi?
No.
Hiwalay
Sabi
kami
naman,
nun eh.
siguro
We were never on the same 5.
Siguro kung Julie, kung magkasama pa rin sila sa quarter na yan, di pa ba kaya sila nagsasawaan sa mga itsura nila? Anyways, moving on, we actually have another prize segment. We have our second prize tonight. So thank you to our friends from Chris Sports. So we'll be giving out fitness athletics hand grips. Kung gusto nyo makasing lakas yung grip nyo sa GdL Brothers, ito, kailangan nyo sagutin yung comments. Yung question ito. So again, same rules. We ask a question, and the first one to post the right answer in the comment section below wins the fitness athletics hand grips, as well as another issue of Slam Magazine. So thank you to our friends at Slam PH. So every prize tonight, may libreng Slam. So the question for this part naman is, binanggit natin ito kanina, kung nakinig kayo, for sure makukuha nyo. Both of them shared an award in high school. Ano yung award na yun? They both won they were both part of the same team. Team na yan. Award team in high school. What award team in the UAP was that? So the first one to post the correct answer below wins the hand grips from Chris Sports. And right now, while waiting for the right answer, may mga isang shoutout akong gustong ibanggit kasi medyo kanina pa ako message ito eh. So, Jan, hindi dapat ako nagsha-shoutout sa'yo. Yung dalawang teammates mo from UP. I think. So, Jan, thank you for watching.
Jan Boneta.
What's up, Jan?
Miss you, bro.
My boy, Abonets.
Pinakita na ba ni Jan yung sayaw niya? Yung hand dance niya sa UP team niyo? Hindi pa rin ba?
Hand dance.
Di pa.
Lalas kami memories nun eh.
Tanong niyo siya. Anyways, again, from Leslie Marley Mapote. Once again, I think another one from Isabel Rivero.
Hello, Isabel. Thanks for tuning in. Ingat ka palagi.
Anyways, and I think we have the right answer. So, congratulations. I don't know kung tama ba to. Tama ba to, Juan and Javi?
Correct. Easy one. That's an easy question.
Yes.
Congrats, Clark.
So, Clark, Mythical 5. So, congratulations. You have won Fitness Athletics hand grips from our friend at Chris Sports and a special issue of Slam Magazine. So yun pakita natin yung picture na magkasama siya sa Mythical 5. Oh, grabe naman yung Mythical 5 na to. Napakalakas naman ng team. Justin Baltazar, John Lloyd Clemente, Aljun
Baltazar, we have
Medesio.
Aljun Medesio. Yeah.
And Balti now is your teammate in the Gilas team. Right?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Anyways, we'll ask you more about that later on. But right now, we're going to have a quick intermission. So we'll be showing more pictures. Don't worry, pogi naman kayo dito. Approve naman to ng pwede Instagram worthy naman yung pictures na to. And then we'll ask you to talk a bit more about these pictures, these experiences with these pictures. Anyways, Direk, can you go to our first picture tonight? Direk? Ito naman. Okay, can you guys tell us more about do you remember these games or where you guys are playing at the time?
Oh, well, I'll start. Yung picture na yan, I recall that was my last year in high school because that was actually my last game. And then, I felt a lot of pressure because I really wanted to bring back the winning culture. Simula high school pa lang. And I remember that game. It was like a do or die game to make the Final Four spot. I felt, a lot of pressure na, I had to perform well. I had to, bring back the winning culture. But then, we fell short at the time. And that was just it. We fell short.
So sa UAP yan, tama ba? UAP.
So that was in the UAP. Yeah, that was in the UAP.
Ikaw naman, Javi, anong picture to? Medyo...
Yeah, that was during my first playing year in the UAP. I was incoming third year high school. That was summertime. That was one of our preseason leagues in Diliman. It's called yung paliga ni Congress Coseteng ata yun. Yung Coseteng Cup in Diliman Preparatory School. So, I think this league was important for me because coming from Team B, I didn't know if I was going to get playing time or what my role was going to be. So, I found out through the preseason tournaments. Luckily, I was playing well. So, with that, I was able to crack the rotation in our team. And also, these preseason leagues gives you confidence for preparing to the UAP.
UAP. Okay. Anyway, so Derek, I think we can show our next picture. Ito Juan.
Yun,
Anong team to?
Tricks.
Can you tell us more about this?
Yeah, under 18 3x3. That tournament was held in Chengdu, China. Expectations were we finished 7th din eh. Yung previous standing ng previous team, I think that was a year ago before that. Medyo malayo yung ranking nila nun eh. So I think we were able to exceed expectations that time. We were able to perform well. And first time ko yan maglaro 3-3 in a sort of like a solid league eh. Kasi I grew up playing 3x3 syempre here sa backyard namin sa village. But that was really a nice experience.
Okay.
Well, Coach Popoy, alam mo, ang 5-on-5 and 3x3, it's a totally different pace of a game. Talagang paspasan yung 3x3 na yan. Pagkatira mo, kailangan dumipensa ka kaagad. Pag hindi ka dumipensa, makakascore ka agad yung
Oo.
So, it's just a 10 minutes, but very quick game. Very quick game. Kung sanay ka na tumitira na pagod ka, well, you can make shots here. Pero kung halimbawa, hindi ka sanay na to sustain a longer time, nako, your legs will be really trembling. Hindi ka aabot. Magpapasab ka at magpapasab dyan.
I just wanna.
It's nice to hear na you've exceeded expectations.
We really had a good squad.
Sorry, Juan, you were saying
that was 2017. Yeah, I was just saying, we really had a good squad.
I was going to ask you that about that actually.
Encho Serrano.
Pero
Sally,
mag-iibang team kayo, mag-iibang home team.
Oh, here's the thing eh. knowing na malakas na kami, let's say we were average in height, we had the speed, we had the athleticism, the shooting.
Yes.
We lost to Belgium and Netherlands eh. Tingnan naman to, isipin nyo, let's say for Belgium, their roster, everyone is 6'6".
Oh.
Diba? So,
Oh.
6'6" who could handle the ball, who can shoot out of the gym, and it's very height is might. It's an advantage especially for a 3-on-3 game. So nahirapan kami dun eh. Pero close game yun lahat ng games na yun eh. Kaya sobrang solid yung experience na yun.
I was going to ask you also, kasi may ibang parang si Encho Serrano was I think with NU na, or with LaSalle, and then
That time,
Absali was in.
Yeah.
Tapos mag-iba yung team. How did you guys mesh? How did you guys gel? Ano yung experience of playing with different backgrounds?
During that time, I think Encho he used to play for Adamson High School pa rin din eh. But then that was the year he decided to transfer. And then Ryan was still at San Beda High School. I think during that time, the preparation, we only had like a couple of weeks. But then it really helped us. What really helped us was yung practices namin, it was very intense. We would have a lot of scrimmages against a lot of Phil Ams, Phil Canadians. A lot of a couple of guys there are in the PBA right now. Let's say like Robbie Herndon. Sila yung mga guys na nakaka-tune up namin eh, back then. So it really helped us a lot.
Okay. Interesting ko, Julia. Kasi parang ibang backgrounds.
Talaga kailangan i-maximize mo yan.
Tapos ibang game talaga yung 3x3. So parang ang grabe naman yung adjustment na diretso FIBA Asia, sabak ka ng FIBA Worlds.
Yes.
Okay. I think we go to our next slide, direct. I think that's Javi.
Yeah. Yeah, that was my rookie year against Adamson.
Skinny boy.
I think. Yeah, I think that was the second round, and I think that was my best game in my rookie year because, yeah, I think I played 13 minutes. I only played second half. Coach placed me in around 5 minutes heading into the third quarter, and I think my stat line then was 13 points, 6 rebounds, 2 steals in 13 minutes, and I went 6 of 6 from the field goal, so I didn't miss. Yeah.
Wow.
100% from the field goal, huh? Quality minutes.
Quality minutes talaga.
Yeah, and
efficiency.
The team was a Final Four team, so heading into the game, I didn't know if I was gonna play or not, but you should always stay ready whenever your coach calls your name. So yun nga, napasok na ako late in the third quarter, and luckily I was mentally prepared.
I think Coach Julie gusto kong i-touch din na yung sinabi niya parang efficient minutes. I think that was the story of your rookie year in UP, Javi.
Yeah.
Parang efficient minutes. Was it mahirap ba yun sa'yo na transition na yun nga galing ka high school nag-Mythical 5? Did you have to change? What did you have to change in your game coming into college? Na you knew na you were coming into a pretty good team, that you weren't always going to be starting, you weren't always going to be in the finishing 5. How did you adjust your game for that?
Well, honestly, it wasn't quite much of an adjustment because, like what Juan said in the start, we're both team players. We can adjust to whatever the coach wants from us. And yeah, coming from high school, Mythical 5, I play around 25 minutes per game. To in my first year, I was only playing less than 10 minutes. So my mindset then was I just control whatever I can control. I can't control my minutes, but I can control what I do in the court. I play defense, score, make those shots, and yeah, basically that's it. Just control what you can control.
So wala yung takot, yung kaba. Di mo na makontrol mo naman yun. So wala yun sa isip mo at the time.
Well, me as a person, I'm always confident. So during my rookie year, I knew deep inside that I could play with these big boys. I'm as good as them. I just need the minutes to produce. So yeah, so whenever I'm in the court, I just show that. I show that I can produce, I can score, I'm effective. Yeah.
Yeah, see yun. Ganda. And then ko, Julie, kasi parang, yun nga, not everybody comes into a college team tas the immediately first five agad. Parang ang ganda na shinare ni Javi na ganun nga. It's important to have a good mindset. It's important to be always mentally ready and to always be confident. Siyempre, di ka nagpagpapatakot na rookie ka lang or bata-bata ka pa lang, payat ka pa lang. Kumbaga, talagang bakbakan na agad. Anyway,
Well,
so we have a next.
I have to share one,
Go, Julie.
those, yung mga ganyang mga player, me as a coach, yung mga quality minutes, ang kailangan mo lang dyan is just one opportunity, one spark. Once na pinasok ka ng coach mo and then you didn't commit mistakes, you were composed, even though you didn't make shots, pero you didn't do a lot of errors, and ipapasok ka ulit eh. Lalong-lalo na if you're playing defense. That's
Yes.
that's one thing na definitely the coaches will put you back. Itong player na to will do everything not to allow the other team to score. That's one thing already. And then latter part na yan, pag you'll feel good already inside, and then wala na yung minsan kasi it's how you handle pressure eh. Pag nasa loob ka, the more you think, the more you'll commit mistakes eh. So sometimes you have to prepare well so that when you get to a chance to play, compose ka. Hindi ka, kumbaga tama yung mga decision making mo, and then mapapansin mo na lang yan, pahaba-haba na ng mga playing minutes na binibigay sa'yo ni coach. And I think you have to do it both. Kailangan makuha mo yung trust niya and ikaw din. Kailangan you do it the same na magiging productive ka, efficient inside.
Yes.
Yan.
Ganda. For the next picture, Direk, I think maganda yung may iniisip kong, this was si Juan naman. I think this is when you won the Rookie of the Year award. Siguro, siguro si Javi, ang dami ng tips binigay ni Juan. Sabi ni, siguro, ganito yung mga referees, ganito yan. Kailangan, alam na siguro ni Juan, Coach Julie, nung pumasok sa UP. Kung ano yung, syempre may tips galing kay Kuya yan. But anyway, Juan, tell us about that campaign, that Rookie of the Year campaign.
So during that time, confident booster yung prior to that year kasi I won the MVP back in high school, my last year. And then coming into the senior division, the coaching staff gave me a good opportunity, they gave me yung role ko kasi parang yung trust na binigay na sa akin was on another level, knowing they know my capabilities, what I can do on the court, and how I can help the team. And so my job naman as a player was basically just to, help lead, just help the team in whatever way the coaches want me to do, and just basically just perform well. So luckily I got the Rookie of the Year award, and I guess it started from there, yung winning culture ng UP. We brought it back. It started from the rookie year, and then the prior year to that, and then nag-finals na kami. And then patuloy-tuloy na yan.
Javi naman, tanong ko kay Javi. Anong feeling mo na yun nga, Rookie of the Year yung kapatid mo, lahat ng tips mo na binigay niya sa bahay, gumana. Kumbaga, lahat ng natituro mo sa kanya nung about the UAP, gumana, naging Rookie of the Year kapatid mo. Anong pakiramdam mo at the time? Teammates sa kayo nito at the time pa.
Ever since I'm always about Juan. I didn't really need to share a lot of tips to him because he already knows that. So I just told him what his role would be like, but I told him to always ready lang. Say, as rookies, most rookies don't get playing time. So I always tell him to prepare for the worst and hope for the best. And then whenever coach puts you in, just do your job. And luckily, our coach had a big role for Juan to fill in, and Juan lived up to the expectations.
Yeah, I think more than lived up, Coach Julie, to the expectations. More than Rookie of the Year agad eh. Anyways, Derek, I think we can go to
Yes,
our
sir.
next picture. I think this is ito na. I think this was last year or 2 years ago ba to?
Season 81.
2 years ago, 2018.
2 years ago. So
So
this is
yeah,
your
that's it.
UAP finals year. Tama ba?
Yep,
Yeah, yeah.
UAP
that's a
finals.
dope
What?
photo.
So, no, Google mo lang yan, mahanap mo yan sa internet. I was gonna ask you, kasi parang, yun nga, you started grade school, championship, grassroots, naglalaro na kayo together in championship settings. Ika nga ni Javi, na-pressure na kayo. Ito naman, pagdating nyo ng college, magkasama kayo, you guys made it to the championship again. Is that something that you guys ever planned as kids, growing up, playing in your backyard, na one day we'll be playing in the championship of the UAAP together? Is that something you guys talked about before, planned, or anything like that?
Yeah. Of course, that's well for me. That's our mindset. Wherever team we are, our goal is to, win championships wherever we play. So like ever since UAP, that will always be our goal and what we want to accomplish. So it's nothing new to us. We work hard every day for that, and yeah, you can say it started with grades. It started with our grassroots in the SVP, the Milo system. Really, really showed and taught us to become better people on and off the court.
Yeah. Yan na. Dope photo nga. Gusto nga yung dope photo nga talaga. Anyway, I think our last picture, Coach Julie, is one from the recent stint naman. Tapos ngayon, Gilas, kasama na sila sa Gilas, Pilipinas. At na-rep na nila yung country at the biggest stage, the FIBA senior stage.
Yeah.
How did that, when you guys found out that you guys were both making the team, were both going to call to the bubble, both made it to Bahrain, and both played in both games, how does that make you feel now, looking back at everything, kung ano na nadaanan ng career nyo, tapos ngayon nasa Gilas, Pilipinas na kayo, anong feeling ng dalawa ngayon?
Siguro, no, for me, it's an honor, to be able to represent and, fight for the country along with my brother. That has been a long time dream since we were a kid, to be able to play for the national team. And, we've been working really hard to sort of like accomplish that goal. And, we were able to do that. So it was really a good experience, no?
Ikaw naman, Javi, can you share more about that?
It was a dream come true for me at that moment because all these years watching one at home, sa television, I just can't help but think like I really want to be there one day, playing with him and all the rest of our teammates. So, I made it a point to, do everything I can that I can do to be part of that team. All the little things I started, losing weight, improving my skills, and all those little stuff to, to have whatever it takes to be part of that national team.
Actually, that goes to our diretso na yan. So our next part of the segment, Gilas time yun naman. Yun nga, I wanted to touch on that, Javi. You're saying na you didn't make it sa first window. You're part of the pool, but di ka pumasok sa team na pumunta ng Indonesia. Second window naman, you made it to Bahrain. You made it to the bubble first, and then you made it to Bahrain, and you played in both games. Can you tell us your Gilas story naman? And how has that past year been with the Gilas team?
During the first window, I had a lot of things to work on. I mean, during the first window, it was also with PBA players. So during training, talaga, na-expose yung mga weakness ko. Na-expose yung mga weakness ko as a player. So when I got caught, I was just talking to the coaches, asking advices, like what can I do to work on to be a better player. And yeah, they told me things. So I took those all to heart, and I just prepared all these months coming to the second window, and hopefully I could come much prepared. And yeah, luckily I did.
Diba?
Kita mo naman
Ay,
yun, Popoy, yung nakat siya, but he never stopped because that's, alam mo, every player, that's their dream, to be able to represent the country. Yung pa lang, yung feeling mo pa lang na magta-tryout ka, papasok ka sa venue, magta-tryout ka, makikita mo yung mga kasabayan mo, ay, iba na yung pakiramdam nun. Lalong-lalo na if you try to compete with each other. If you try to showcase kung ano yung pwede mong ipakita or ibigay sa sa ating bansa, di ba? Pero what's nice thing about it is yung sinabi niya na he worked hard, yung small details na para makuha siya because he really wanted to be part of it, na pinapanood lang niya si Juan na ay alam mo yung it's really nice na to see you both playing together finally, sabi mo nga dyan, Javi. So we're really happy na, well, ang gusto ko malaman po ay ano yung ginawang sacrifice. Alam mo ako every time I do something, palagi kong sinasabi, for me to be able to get this, I have to sacrifice isang bagay na pinakagusto ko. Palagi akong ganon. Kailangan ako isa-sacrifice for me to get this. So ikaw, Javi, ano yung ginawa mo na, aside with motivation, ano yung ginawa mong factor for you to be able to cope up with that kind of intensity? Sabi mo nga, ano yung pwede mong i-share with us?
I guess one thing I had to sacrifice the most was time. Time with my friends, family, girlfriend. It really took a lot of time for me to be in the gym. So work out in the morning. I mean, lift weights in the morning, work out with your trainer the afternoon, and train at night. Doing that on a daily basis really takes up a lot of time, and wala pa dun yung resting period mo after doing all those. You just need a day off afterwards. Rest is important. I just really had to, step up my lifestyle. I had to think and live like pros. And it's just not me. I mean, it's normal if you ask the professional players. It's really time consuming working on your craft.
I think actually, Coach Julie, gusto ko itanong kay Javi. May nakita kasi namin yung hiking picture mo. Sobrang ripped ka na nun. How,
Yes.
parang was that something that you purposely did na during the quarantine period to get ready for the second window, or is that parang part of your regular practice process?
No, that was also one of the emphasis on why I didn't make it to the first window. Our coaches told me that. I also knew I was very overweight. I had to trim down. I wasn't in game shape, so I had to make it a point during this quarantine, try to get back to shape.
Ayan. So, talagang kung sana pengen naman
Coach,
ng motivation.
Mahirap mahirap yung part na yun kasi walang gym na bukas, walang court na pwedeng laruan for you to be able. That's really discipline.
Yeah, it's really discipline.
And sacrifice. A lot of sacrifice. Yeah.
So kudos to you on that, Javi. And I think before we go to Juan, I have a lot of questions for Juan pa. Let's go to Q&A muna tayo, Coach Julie. Mag-prize segment na naman tayo. At the third prize that we'll be giving out today, it's a Blackwater, papogi kit to ng Blackwater. May Blackwater kit na ibibigay. It's a grooming kit, so may perfume, etc. Para di ka lang mabango, pogi pa. And as usual, we still have our additional issue of Slam Magazine. So this is a question I think I'm sure the audience knows it. Paunahan na lang to ng sagot. So the question for this prize segment is, anong team ang tinalo nila Juan at Javi sa Bahrain? Isa lang nakalaban nila. Anong team ang natalo nila Juan at Javi sa Bahrain? So the first person to give, actually I see the first person to give the right answer in the comment section below wins Blackwater grooming kit and an issue of Slam magazine. And I'd like to while waiting for the right answer, magpa-shout out. May gusto magpa-shout out. I think Juan Javi, this is for you guys talaga.
Yeah, Lyle Agnes.
Hello.
Kita mo naman yung heart niya,
For
green.
you.
Milo pa rin.
Have a good night.
Hello.
Yun,
Shout out
Lyle.
to Milo.
See?
Pinansin ka na, Lyle. And I think another... Ito galing kay Zach Huang. Ito na naman makulit kong kaibigan.
Hey, what's up, bro? Paturo mag-shoot. Di na kailangan shooter si Zach.
Yo, ano to? Talagang he was watching from the very start pa nag-message nga to sa akin na parang pakulit naman kina Juan at Javi. And he's,
Coach, imagine mo yan, ha?
Uy, good luck sa PBA draft pala.
Nagpa-draft siya. Nagpa-draft pala to si Zach Huang, Coach Julie. Good luck, Zach. Hopefully you get
I just saw an article.
Okay, it's interesting. I think there's a last one we'll be showing. Ayun. From Jello Nino Franco.
What's up, Jello?
What's up? Hi, Jello.
And I think we have the right answer na. Derek, can you show the first one to give up the right answer? And it is... Tama ba, Juan and Javi? Thailand ba yung tinalo niyo sa Baring?
Thailand, yup.
Thailand. So congratulations, Nisa. I'm not sure how you pronounce your name. Nisa Saidua Taniedo. You've won a Blackwater grooming kit and an edition of Slam magazine from the Be the Best Life show. So please PM our Facebook page para ma-claim mo yung prize. So PM now, ha? Don't wait until the end of the show. Anyway, moving forward to the second window, both of you guys made it to the bubble. How did you guys find out? Tinext ba kayo? Tinawagan? Or ano ba yung can you shed more light on the process of how you guys ended up in the Kalam bubble, as they say?
Oh, sa Kalam bubble.
Siguro
before, let's say, weeks, they were already planning it. Siguro 3 weeks I received the phone call from Coach Ryan Gregorio, and he was just asking whether I'm open to it for the opportunity, whether I have free time to, be able to be part of the training pool, training camp as well. And so I told him I was, of course, willing. I'd be willing to be there, and so go signal kagad sa akin yun.
Magkasama ba kayo nung tinawagan, or I'm sure separate yung tinawagan or so?
Yeah, separate.
That time, separate. That time I was playing. I was driving range show. I was playing golf with some of my neighbors.
But Juan, you were coming from the Chooks to Go rin bubble in Inspire at the time. Nagpalit ka pa ba ng room, or umuwi ka pa ba ng bahay niyo to get clothes, or diretso ka na ba dun?
Yeah, so 2 weeks on nandun sa NU Laguna for the 3-on-3 tournament, the Chooks to Go tournament. And then luckily I had time to go back home. I had like a couple of days, let's say 8 days, to spend time, catch up with my family, some of my friends as well. And after 8-10 days, they announced na okay, we're gonna. I think it was in November 11, Javi, 12. We had to bubble in the 11th. So I had some time to sort of rest kasi galing yun ako injury nun eh.
Yeah.
I tweaked my ankle during that 3-on-3 tournament, so I had a lot of time to focus on therapy, rehabs, try to get stronger, and
Kala ko kasi ko Julie, tinawagan si Kuya, padala naman ng additional damit dito. Di na ako makakalis. Anyway,
supposedly the bubble was supposed to be on the 1st of November. So I actually thought I was gonna be in training camp for like a month. But I'm glad na they extended it.
Perfect timing.
Perfect timing.
Perfect timing.
Perfect timing.
Yun naman, Javi, kumusta naman yung how did you feel when you got the call na papunta ka na ng Calamba to do the training camp?
Yeah, I was a bit surprised being called up, but that's always a go signal for me. Given a chance to represent the country and be part of the pool, I'll always say yes to that. So, no hesitations. It's a go for me.
So, ayun. So how are your practices like? Gusto ko malaman, Coach Julie. Kasi ilang months na di kayo naglalaro ng 5-on-5.
Yes.
Nakapag 3x3 na nga si Juan, nakapag solo workout na kayo. Kumusta yung first dating niyo doon sa
First few days, ano? Oh,
first few
na-practice.
days? Tas
It was
ano
it
na,
was
national
tough.
team agad, intense na.
It was tough, no?
Go, sorry, Javi.
First few days of practices,
Yeah.
fact now we were all out of shape, no? We haven't touched the ball in over 8 months. Never di pa kami yung competition ba, yung physicality. No, so we're out of shape. Just yung schedule namin doon is basically just, morning practice, focus on our individual skills, and we go to the weight room as well. And then come afternoon, late afternoon na, team practices na yun. So puro team concepts, plays, defensive schemes, a lot of those.
So talagang kailangan i-chunk down mo yung practices sessions
Yeah.
mo.
So, ilang days yung bubble? No? You had 2 weeks to train ba? 2 weeks, tama ba?
We had total of like 8-9 practices siguro during the Kalamba.
So I think that's the
We had the
shortest
quarantine. We had
preparation.
to have quarantine. That was a bit short, no?
Quarantine pa.
But we made the most out of it naman, no?
Yeah.
Javi, I'd want to ask Javi, paano naman nag-develop yung, kasi syempre, again, you came from different, di kayo nakikita for ilang months, di kayo magkasama ng Gilas pool nyo. Tapos, to begin with, you were already from different colleges, different teams. You guys from the UAP, you had guys from the NCAA. I want to ask Javi, how did you guys, kumbaga gelling, bonding-wise,
Yeah.
how did you guys work around that? Na ang konti lang ng time nyo together.
Um, all of us there, all of my team is really great. We all knew what to do, which is to follow Coach Tab's system. So everyone there was, playing team basketball, unselfish, and with that, it wasn't really a problem. Gelling with one another. Well, I guess at first, during the first few days, like, there would be some miscommunications, and like with our team, we have some different terminologies compared to Coach Tab's terminologies. So just those few things, but it wasn't much of an adjustment thing with them. It was really great playing with really good people.
Yun. Ganda ko, Julia. Parang yung bubble na yun, parang best of the best is 8 days just to prepare for Bahrain. It's a pretty interesting experience for the Philippine basketball scene, I think. Anyway, moving on to Bahrain.
Shortest time to practice, yeah.
Anyways, moving on to Bahrain naman. Kamusta naman experience niyo dun? How was it like? What is it like in being in Bahrain?
In a bubble
being
again.
in a bubble for the first time. In a bubble again. And playing in Thailand. Kamusta naman yung experiences niyo dun?
I'm gonna start off with saying the people in Bahrain are really great. They're very accommodating, just like us Filipinos. We were really well taken care of by the locals and the people in the hotel, and we didn't go outside of the hotel because we were required to just be at our own rooms. So the only time we get to see each other with my teammates is when we're gonna have our meals or in training. So it was really a once in a lifetime experience, and it was a good one. The hotel was great. The food was great. I mean, personally, I love Middle Eastern food, so yeah, that's nice.
Actually, I think I was gonna ask Juan this. Juan, kasi pinapansin namin na bandage yung right index finger mo nung naglalaro sa pointing finger sa Bahrain. Can you tell us about that injury? Kasi concerned talaga kami nun.
Well, yeah, it was a finger infection, no. Started from nail biting. It was back nung nasa Laguna pa, Calambabo pa kami nun. And then, had a finger infection. Tapos naging lala yung infection. Like it wasn't able to heal properly, no. So, I was really suffering, no. Since we got to Bahrain, I was just, dealing with a lot of pain, and I was just fighting through it, no. And then come the night before game day, I I really couldn't handle the pain anymore. It was too much. It was affecting my whole body, and I was really worried. No, and I had to uh, mention it to our manager, Ma'am YR, Tito YR, Ma'am Yvette, and our PT, no, si Coach Mike. I told them now, oh, we have to go to the hospital and have it checked out already because I just really can't. No, the pain was too much. And then it was like around 10, 11 p.m. No, before the game. Um, they had to take out kasi naging swollen siya and there were a lot of pus. So they had to sort of like had an insertion, a small cut to take out all the blood and the germs, the bacteria, no, the pus. And I was afraid because I thought I wasn't gonna play anymore for the first game. No, it was the night before. And I was thinking about it too much. Oh man, like I was so excited. Tapos ito mangyayari, may bagong injury na naman ako. Pero luckily, I've been praying. My parents, my family, they've been praying for me. Kasi sila lang naman nakakaalam nun eh. And besides my team, no, and the coaches. And then luckily, I was able to play, performed well. Thanks to God, honor everything to Him. And that was about it, no?
Nakakatawa. I mean, it's a funny. I mean, it's an
I was in
interesting.
tears. I was crying that night.
Pero
I
ang tiis pa,
couldn't. It
19
was
points pa. Shoot.
no, si Javi had 19. I had like 14 hata.
14. Ah, we had 19. Okay, sorry about that.
Javi had 19.
Pero,
Yeah.
dang.
Buti
Iba,
na lang,
Coach.
Popoy. Kaliwete siya, no?
Mabuti na lang
Kanan
Buti
injury
kaliwete.
nga.
niya.
Buti sa
Try to
kanan.
imagine if it's
True.
shooting hand, di ba? Shooting hand.
If it was
Oo.
my left,
Pwede niyang iwas yun eh. Tira pa rin dyan, di ba? Oh, yeah.
if it was my
See?
left pointing finger, now
Sabi
it would
ni
be
Lord,
very
I'll give
difficult.
you another challenge. Yeah.
True.
But you were able
Yeah,
to
ano yan?
get out of it. And ganun talaga, di ba? If you're just gonna cry, nothing will happen to you.
Prayers
You just
talaga.
have to be brave enough. And then prayers, yes. And then there, you were able to play well pa, despite
Just
that
able to
thing.
overcome it, I'm used to
Yeah.
it. Dami ng injuries na pinagdaan. Just another one.
Tibay
Maybe, so.
talaga.
Well, ganun talaga po eh. Alam mo, ang player, pag walang injury, wala. Talaga po yung dadaanan mo yon. Hindi ka player kung wala kang injury. So name it, marami na rin ako injuries pero let's not talk about it. Pero it's part. I think that's part of it.
Ay, kasi nga.
Yes.
But it's an interesting side kwento when you that's what I wanted to ask about it. Anyways, moving on, before we end this show, we have one more prize to give. If you're wondering bakit may Milo Bola sa likod ni Coach Julie,
Yeah.
yan, prize yan sa last question natin
Yes.
sa Be the Best Live. Siguro naman, Juan and Javi, for sure, bawal kayo sumagot ha. Alam kong gustong-gusto niya yung bola niya. Pero
Dapat
bawal
medyo
kayo
pahirapin
sumagot.
natin yung mga questions eh.
Ito, mahirap na to. I like to
Dapat
think mahirap na to. Interesting na. And I think the last question would be pretty interesting. Kasi may interesting fact about the answer, Coach Julie, about the last kwento. So our last question before we end the show tonight is, sino yung naging coach sa Gilas team that went to Bahrain? Sino yung naging coach ni Juan and Javi sa Gilas team? Head coach of the Gilas team that went to Bahrain. And the first person to give the right answer wins a Milo basketball. And while waiting for the end, Slam Magazine issue again, but while waiting for the last answer, may gusto weighty question from Noino Alcaide. Gusto ko rin i-show eh. It's interesting. It's a weighty question. Juan, do you intend on putting on more weight, or you are comfortable right now?
Hello.
Yeah.
Right now I'm around 184, 183. I feel like that's the perfect weight for me. I just want to say yung quarantine kasi I really wanted to become stronger and I wanted to get bigger. And I'm thankful na si Javi, he invested in a lot of gym equipments. So basically yung room ko, nagawang mini gym eh.
Converted.
Yeah, so in quarantine, we're trying to stay as much as possible productive. We kept ourselves busy. We were, and at the same time finding new hobbies. Pero yun, we really focused on getting stronger, and bigger. Pero right now, I feel like I'm a perfect fit ako ngayon, 184. I feel like if I add more weight, I won't be able to
Heavy.
jump as high. I'll feel too slow, heavy, diba? So, nope, I'll just maintain the weight that I have right now. So,
Ito naman kay Javi. Shout out kay Javi.
shout out.
Pa-hardboard daw ng jacket ko.
Yes. Shout out,
Oh,
San Mendoza. Bro. Um, I don't know, I might be needing this jacket one time.
Baka di mo size, Ann. Baka
Oo,
masyadong malaki
hindi
para
mo.
sa'yo yan.
Masyadong malaki.
shirt na lang.
XL.
Shirt na lang, Ann.
Oo, hindi ka.
Marami kaming Milo shirt. Willing to give.
Ayan.
Oh, shirt. Baka same
Willing.
size.
Milo shirt, no?
Baka the shirt.
The
And it's
best
from
energy
Marian
drink,
G.
Milo.
Shout out to our sponsor there. And he's another shout out request from Marian.
Ayan, si Marian GdL.
GdL. Uy, pinsan nata namin.
Kapamilya.
Hello. GdL kasi.
What's up,
Anyway.
man?
Ingat kayo dyan. Stay safe always po.
Yes.
I think there's one question before we go to the final answer. I think this is another deep question from Ayn Magalang. So seeing the both of you achieving your dreams one by one, what are the things or one thing that you'll always be proud of each other? Yun nga, tas happy. We're happy seeing you both reach those, especially this Gilas team. Cheers to more good luck with your future endeavors. Puso ang sandata. From Ayn Magalang. Ito to, Miss Universe question pala to. Kaya got ni last question to.
Siguro sa akin kay Javi, one thing I learned so much from him was he never gave up no matter, what struggle or obstacles na pinagdaanan niya. He always fought through it, and just having that positive mindset always, spreading a lot of happiness to, our surrounding, family, friends. So that's one thing I'm proud of him. He's able to spread a lot of positivity in a lot of ways.
Ikaw naman, Javi, what's your answer to that question?
I could say one thing I learned from one is, he knows how to exceed expectations, because wherever he played, ever since his high school, a lot were always expected from him, and he would always make sure to deliver. And the fact that he's never contented with what he is right now and what he has achieved, he's always wanting more, and he doesn't stop. And also us, we shouldn't
Just want to
stop.
add to that, no? One thing that I'm proud of, yung work ethic ni Javi, sobrang ibang klaseng level yung work ethic niya. I wake up, I see him, lifting weights, and then at times I'd wake up wala na siya sa bahay, he's doing skills work with a trainer, Coach Pat. Shout out to Coach Pat. Grabe yung work ethic ni Javi talaga. That keeps me motivated. No? There's no excuse for me not to work hard as well. No? So I'm glad I have my brothers here with me. We keep each other motivated and just focus on improvement. No? Just trying to get better every day.
Yes.
Imagine that kwarto mo, Juan, ginawang mini gym ng kuya mo. Siyempre, hard working talaga. Anyways, before we go
good investment.
Yeah, that is a pretty good investment talaga. Well, Julie, gawa na tayo ng home gym. Baka naman maka six-pack na rin tayo ko, Julie. Anyway, before we show our last, may isa pang gusto namin kasi medyo, ako ito ano kay Lucky Abrea.
Wow!
So,
100 years old na po.
So happy birthday kay Lola
niyo po. Lola pala, Lola.
Yes.
100 years.
Oh.
Happy
birthday, Lola Piling.
Happy birthday, Lola. Happy 100.
More years to come.
Happy.
And cherish every moment.
Happy birthday, Lola Piling.
Ako rin ko, siguro 100 years. So we won't forget, we had a question, and the question was, who was the naging coach? And ang nanalo is Adrian Giro Malapo. Tama ba, Juan and Javi? Si Jong Ichiko ba? yung naging coach niyo?
Tama,
Yup.
si Coach
Coach
Jong.
Jong was the active head coach. Si Coach Tab naman was in charge of the program. No? So pero Coach Jong was in
See.
charge. Was calling the shots.
The head
So
coach.
congratulations, Adrian Giro Malapo. You've won a Milo basketball and Slam magazine issue. Actually, Coach Julie, kaya interesting rin to. Si Coach Jong Uichiko was actually once a best center coach, Coach Julie. Alam mo ba yun?
Coach,
Wow.
yes.
Yeah, he was one of our, he was once.
Oo. Yes,
Siguro,
yes, di ba?
baka magalit si Coach Jong sa age. Siguro mga 5 years ago lang naman yun. Baka ma-booking natin siya sa edad eh. Pero yun, he was once a best center coach and he's also in line to be our guest, Coach Julie, in our future Be the Best episodes. So yun, shout out to Coach Jong. We'll be talking to you soon.
That will be for next year.
Coach
Next
Jong.
year.
Yes, Coach Jong.
So before we end the episode tonight, I just wanted to ask each of you, Hannah and Javi, what message can you share to the viewers tonight about your careers? What message can you share to them about what you learned about your how many years, 10 plus years of playing together? Anong ma-share niyo sa viewers natin tonight na message?
Yeah, I just want to say that...
For me, no?
Go.
Bato-bato pick mo na kayo.
Start with Javi.
Sige, Javi mo na. Javi.
Kind of choppy.
I'll start.
Yeah, Javi go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to say that, there's no secret to all this. Anyone can achieve their dreams. You just have to have the right mindset, good attitude, and yeah, I'm grateful that Milo taught me this at an early age, and it really, paid back in the future years to help me get to where I am right now. And yeah, so I'd like to say the same thing to the aspiring young kids to, don't let anything stop you from achieving your dreams, because everything is possible, and anyone can achieve their dreams.
Thank you, Javi, for that message. I'm sure ang viewers natin, ang daming makamit dun sa message natin. Is kay Juan naman tayo.
Mine is very short lang, no? Basically just dream big and just believe in yourself, no, because no one else will. And just really trust the work that you put in every day, and just focus on, improvement, no? Just improving every day, trying to get better. Man, just stay locked in and believe in yourself.
So, Julie, that ends our episode tonight. That was a great episode. Thank you, Juan and Javi, for sharing your Be the Best stories. That was, ang dami ko natutunan today. Si Coach Julie. Ang dami ko natutunan. And I'm sure our viewers, aside from the side kwentos, ang dami siguro nilang mga lessons na pwede lang maibalik at ma-share sa mga friends din nila, Coach Julie.
Yeah, thank you so much, no,
yes.
Popoy
Yan
and Coach
yung
Julie
sinasabi na.
Thank you so much, no, for having us, and to the Milo family. We appreciate, the invite, and it's an honor to be in your show. So thank you.
It's
again.
our honor. It's our honor to have the GdL brothers here tonight.
It's our honor. Share your journeys here. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you so much, Popoy, Coach Julie, and also to Coach Edwin for having us over, and also to the Milo fam. Yeah.
Milo family, love you guys.
So I guess that wraps up our episode, Coach Julie. For those wondering when we're coming back with a bang next year, January. I will get the right date. January 16. So we'll be back January 16 with an episode. We're cooking something very interesting for next year. We'll let you guys know soon. But we're coming back January 16. But don't worry, our episodes are always going to be up on YouTube. So our YouTube channel is the same, Best Center Sports. So just search it on the search bar. Subscribe and like our channel. Click the notification bell. And we'll be posting all our old episodes there. So kung hindi kayo nakapanood ng start ng GdL Brothers episode tonight, you can catch it on YouTube. Actually, just go there now. It's on YouTube now. Just go there.
Do it. Subscribe, like it, all that.
Yes.
Guys, do it tonight. And once again, thank you guys. Thank you, Juan and Javi. And thank you again to our viewers. We'll be back January 16th. And see you guys then. Once again, this has been
Thank
Popoy
you.
Thank you,
Navarro
guys.
and
Thank
Judy
you.
Amos for Be the Best Life. And good night.